Welcome back to Severed Sons, everyone.
Hi.
How about it? Let's go.
We are a Frostmaiden actual play D&D podcast, and we are excited to bring you Tales of the Frozen North and the Everlasting Rime. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Hey, it's me, Paul Gary. I'm amped. So excited.
Guys, what's up? It's Ross. Welcome back. Thanks for listening.
Hey guys, it's Blake. Let's get to it.
Hey, I'm Josh. I hope you're not cold wherever you are.
Good.
Hey, it's me, Zach, and I hope you're not hot wherever you are. Balance it out.
That's
It
nice
Could
too.
go either way tonight.
Just right.
But we do tell him to stay frosty, so, like, are we implicit here?
I take back my cold. I hope you're freezing.
You know what? I hope you're at a temperate, comfortable level. Anyway,
I keep
whatever
my
works
house
for you.
at 50 degrees when we play this game, just to get there.
Your lips are blue, Josh. Jesus.
You're so method. You're so method. If everyone is ready, let's begin tonight's episode of Severed Sons, episode 23, Split Screen. Last time, you followed a Durgar's trail into the town of Dugan's Hole. After getting the cold shoulder from the locals, you headed to the speaker's house and met Edra Dermute, who told you about the pair of talking winter wolves who've been terrorizing the town, even going so far as to kidnap 2 children and hold them for ransom. You told the speaker that you would take care of it. After leaving the speaker's home, you found Fila, a sage, down by the docks. Inviting you in, Fila told you that she might be able to create an icy simulacrum to help stave off some of the side effects of soul switching, but it would take 24 hours to prepare the ceremony. Before beginning the search, you stopped by the children's home and spoke to their mother Hilda, borrowed some of their belongings, and then headed out into the snowy tundra. Outside of town, the 2 winter wolves approached you and spun an unlikely tale of being forced by their frost giant master into doing his bidding. Not believing them, you attacked and chased them off into the darkness. The wolves left you a very obvious trail to follow, which led you to a towering edifice built entirely of ice. There were 3 separate entrances, so Fang and Trax, you went left, Shiv and Donar, you went right, and Kai, you stealthily crept down the tall central hallway, splitting the party into 3. Fang and Trax found the children in a large animal cage and worked on freeing them. Kai, you found a throne room, interrupting a woolly mammoth grieving over the frozen body of a frost giant. You created an illusion of yourself and spoke to the mammoth, who replied back in common, trying to chase you out of his lair. The mammoth told you that his master, the frost giant Garagai, had been killed by barbarians from the north, and that the wolves were providing him with food as he stood vigil over his fallen master. As the Dragonborn and Turtle crept closer, Donar, you saw a group of scared kobolds in hiding, warning you to be quiet. Kai, you convinced the mammoth to leave you in the village alone, but as Trax and Fang carried the children to safety, the 2 winter wolves jumped out of the snow and breathed a cloud of deadly cold air at you. Roll initiative.
Okay.
That's everybody?
That is everybody. Yeah, we're going to go a full combat everybody. That's why the name of the episode is called Split Screen.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Shiv, what'd you get?
I got a mediocre 14.
Oh, if that's mediocre, you're gonna hate when
Yeah, fuck you.
Kai?
I got a 27
Fuck you.
See, that makes me feel
Okay.
less than mediocre.
with that nat 20 from advantage.
There you go.
Nice.
Thank you, Fang.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Trax?
That's a 9.
Fang?
10.
Donar?
A staunch 7.
Yes.
Staunch.
Yes. We can do this, boys.
Okay.
A spicy
Um,
9.
Just so you know, the surprise round has already gone off. Both Trax and Fang, you took 15 points of cold damage from the icy
yeah.
breath of the wolves. So make sure that's on your character sheets.
Oh, it's already done.
Oh yeah, we
It's
did.
down.
I'm
Yeah.
hurting.
So Kai, what do you do?
Okay, do I hear that shenanigans outside?
You do not hear those shenanigans.
Then I am going to keep creeping back to that back hallway where I was going.
Okay.
None the wiser. And I'm going to leave my illusion standing there
Okay.
for now.
Going back to Donar and Shiv.
Yeah.
Donar, you see the kobolds kind of like they creep up to you. They're like, shh, and they point up.
I'm gonna silently look up.
Okay, make a perception roll.
Alrighty.
And I'll tell you what happens on your turn. if you make-
Great. I got an equally staunch 7, so
Okay, you see nothing. I can tell you that right now. So.
great.
They're completely under the table. Like this table that's in this room it's a long, like bench-style table made of ice, but it's like up. The top of the table is up like 12 feet in the air
Oh, wow. Alright.
because it's made for giants to sit at.
Oh, that makes
and
sense.
So it's to scale, Dick. These chairs that are here are to scale.
Oh, boy. That's nuts.
Okay. The wolves. Let's see if their breath comes back.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, the breath weapon comes back on a 5 or 6. Cold breath comes back on a 5 or 6. No and no. So they rush in to bite you. So Kanan rushes at Fang.
Bring it on.
Yeah, Corin rushes at Trax. And they're kind of like they're like rushing you at like kind of a pincer move. Like Corin went out to the left a little bit and came in to attack Trax from the south. And Kanan came around and is attacking Fang from the northeast. The bite on Fang is a 13, which misses.
Correct.
And the one on Trax is a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 8 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
All
As Corin's jaws just latch onto you, and he shakes his head, and you feel yourself drawn off of your feet.
So I'm going to use one of my infusions, which is the Armor of Magical Strength, and I'm going to let myself, instead of using my Strength modifier, use my Intelligence modifier.
Okay,
Nice.
can you use that as a reaction?
I don't know if it says specifics.
It might say in the
Let me look it up.
description as an action or as a reaction.
It says or a Strength saving throw. As a reaction.
As a reaction, there you go.
Yeah, okay. That's going to be a 22.
Oh, yeah. You manage to get the armor. It kind of weights you down a little bit, and you're able to, like, land on your feet after he drops you from his jaws, slathering with saliva, the saliva freezing to you where he bit you. Okay. Shiv.
I haven't heard this commotion either, right?
It's too far away.
Great.
Yes.
Then I will take 20 feet of movement to approach Donar and the.
Okay, Shiv, make a perception check.
It's just a 10.
Okay. You hear above you a sudden crack of ice, and suddenly a large icicle falls on you,
Oh, God.
and that is a 23 to hit you.
It'll do it.
Okay. And you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, not piercing damage, because it kind of falls and just kind of like. And you hear up in the ceiling. And you look over at the kobolds who have horrified expressions on their faces.
Fantastic.
What do you do?
Can I look up and see whatever the?
You made your perception
Oh,
roll
right.
earlier.
Yeah.
So you do not see that.
That makes sense. I'll just look at Donar. I guess just kind of. I just got hit with a giant icicle. Like, what is this?
Where did that? We're supposed to be quiet, though. Like, where did that come from?
They're like, shh. And they point to, there's this doll, this white looking, like made of like snow and ice doll that's underneath the table, and they point at it. It's like, we killed one. There are more up there.
Yeah, it's freaking terrifying.
Anything else, Shiv?
Nope.
Okay. The kids, whose move is 30, take a dash action.
The kids rolled a higher initiative than us.
Yeah, they rolled a 14.
Good job.
Yep.
Children.
The two kids run, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, around the corner and hide back into the cage room. Fang.
Fang, as the children run away, he said, "Save yourselves, but do not go too far." But as he says that, he's shifting as a bonus action, and it kind of comes out like, "Save yourselves, but don't go too far." And like he's like screaming by the end of it with his veins popping
great.
out of his neck.
That's for sure.
So that was a bonus action, and then for my action, I'm going to take my lantern mace and go for an uppercut.
Okay, the one that's on you?
Yes.
Kanan, yes. Okay.
Ooh, yikes. That is a 9 to hit.
That misses.
Sure does.
Kanan jumps back and like growls at you and says, "Your pitiful wolf form will not help you, whatever you are."
And Fang just shoots him like a really toothy grin, and he says, "No one has bested me yet, dog."
Oh, hyena. Oh, I recognize you now. Trax.
There it is. I'm gonna cast Mirror Image. So the way I've worked this out is 2 little projectors project.
They spin
It's
up.
like a kaleidoscope kind of thing where it projects 2 similar images to myself there. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to give myself my temp HP, so it's 5 temporary hit points. And I'm going to say to them, "I think it would be in your best interest if you let us leave. If you want to know why, don't attack me."
And Corin says, "You were a fool to follow us into this trap."
If you don't want your friend in there to take anything out on you, I think you'd better listen to me.
He's just ignoring you and just growling, just saliva dripping from his jaws. Anything else, Trax?
No, that'll be it for me.
As a free action, Fang will just agree, and he'll say, "Do not say we didn't warn you."
The mammoth is going to make... Let's see, what noises have happened? Kind of just talking, the kid screaming, and the icicle falling. So I'm going to give him a perception check to see if he notices anything.
Fang shifting.
Super Saiyan over in the other tunnel.
Yeah. So Kai, you just look over and the mammoth is still its trunk over the block of ice in the middle of the throne room.
I'm just gonna keep one eye kind of peeled on it.
And it doesn't do anything else. Donar.
Seeing what happened to Shiv, Donar is quickly gonna duck under this table, or not duck actually, if it's freaking 12 feet tall.
Yeah, so you can just walk underneath it, yeah.
And go right up to the kobolds, and I'm gonna whisper to them in Draconic. Yo, dudes. I feel like we're on the same side. Is that a freaking chimichanga?
And because you spoke it in Draconic, he gets the slang and says, "Yeah, it is. It is. It's a chimichanga."
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked. Yeah, great. How many chimichangas would you say are still around?
I think there's like 3 or 4 up in the ceiling, but he points to the one that's on the ground, and there's like this blackness that's in the chest of the chewinga. It's like you can't tell. It's just like it seems to be like frozen inside of it or something, but it's like just the blackness on it in his chest.
Oh, frick, dudes! It was an evil chimichanga.
One of the kobolds says, "Oh, I don't know what a chimichanga is, but they are evil. They are evil."
Okay. I feel like it's been longer than 6 seconds, so I probably shouldn't say anything else.
Okay, we'll go on. Okay.
Let's get you out of here.
Anything else, Donar?
Not at the moment, no.
Shiv, you were able to finish your round and get under the table, right? You finish your move.
Would I be able to after that thing had hit me?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, I would have done that.
Just to make sure you're under the table.
Oh, if Shiv
Okay.
is there, then Donar would have also translated best he could.
Got it. In the other 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Top of the round, Kai.
Okay, so I'm keeping one eye kind of peeled on the mammoth to make sure that it doesn't move,
Okay.
but then I'm going to kind of edge around this corner and see what's going on in here.
Okay, when you do, the only furniture in this cavernous chamber is a big fur bedroll. The fur is matted and musty, and it doesn't look like it's been slept in a very long time. There is a large archway that goes to a room beyond, and I think with your 300-foot dark vision that you were granted, you can see a giant hole in the middle of that room.
I'm gonna take a dash and see what I can see.
Are you no longer stealthing?
I am no longer stealthy.
Got it. Your footsteps kind of echo a little bit, but it's far enough away that you don't think it would be kind of just in the general din of the echo-ness of the chamber. You don't think you would hear it. And you see in this chamber large barrels, and there's a picture of a whale stamped on each of them. Each barrel looks like it weighs about 500 pounds. It's pretty big.
All right.
And it's a very, very foul scent in this room as well.
They're not going to end my turn there.
So Shiv and Donar and the kobolds, you hear chittering coming from the ceiling. Coming, and you see bits of ice kind of fall from the ceiling on either side of the table.
Well, that's no good.
The kobolds say, in Draconic, "What are we gonna do, dude? What are we gonna do?"
Yeah, I like your use of dude, first off. I'll trust you.
Well, that's Draconic, right?
Yeah,
That's how you speak Draconic, right?
Shiv, they're saying we're Draconic dudes. I just want to keep you in the loop.
Shiv is going to kind of sense their general panic and just reach out his big turtle hand to the one closest to him. And he'll say, "I will get you out of here, young one."
And they make a persuasion roll.
I'm gonna use my inspiration from last time.
Okay.
Oh, good call. That's an 18 then.
Okay. They smile at you, big toothy grins, and they're like, they looking up to you, and they look to Donar, and they're like, "You're gonna save us! You're gonna save us!
Yeah, dude.
The dude's gonna save us!" And they basically wait for your instructions. The Winter Wolves. Kanan sees if his breath weapon recharges with a 5, and it does. Fang, he breathes, and you make Trax. You're 10 feet away from Fang, right? So you do not get caught in this. So it's just Fang. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Not my best.
Okay.
Let's see. Ooh, 16.
That saves.
Yes!
So half of 22 is 11 points of cold damage.
Yum.
Tasty.
The other Winter Wolf sees if his breath weapon recharges, and that is a 6. So they are it's a 15-foot long cone, and he's from the south, so this is going to get Trax and Fang
Good.
in its range. So both of you need to make dexterity saving throws.
Good.
And they're both just
great.
laughing
Nope.
at you.
That's a 6.
Okay, that's a fail.
You know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration to roll twice.
Do we all have an inspiration or something?
Yeah, Ron gave us one at the end of 2 episodes
Like
ago.
2 rounds ago.
I
yeah.
never use my inspirations. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use it because I don't think
That's a
I'm gonna-
15.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. Oh, it's worse. Wait, is it advantage or do I have to take the second roll?
It's an advantage. It's
Oh,
advantage.
great. Well, then it's a 15.
15, that's the save.
Is
You
it?
both save.
Oh, I didn't need to use
Yeah.
it, but I did.
So you take half of 24, so 12 points of cold damage.
Still rough.
And they're just growling at you. It's like, "We knew that the kids would bring out adventurers, more food for our master." Shiv.
All right. To pick up the one closest to me, do I have to do a grapple? Can I just pick
It's
him
just
up?
they're willing to go with you, so this is not.
Great.
And they are actually a little smaller than Trax, so they're pretty light.
Cool. I would love if you'll let me to pick up the one closest to me and the one closest to Donar. Like if I move 5 feet in,
Yeah.
grab one, have them under my shoulders.
Mhm.
Cool. Then I'm just going to use the rest of my movement and a dash to just bolt towards the opening where we came from.
Okay.
kind of trying to keep them under my shell as best as I can to take the damage myself.
Under my shell. Okay.
That takes me to here.
Okay,
with
as
two
you
of
do,
them.
2 Schwingas drop. You see this motion of these little white, small, tiny forms above, and you see them like knocking some icicles down and trying to time it so that it hits you as you run by. So 2 of them go 17 and a 9.
No good.
17 hit you. No.
Nope.
Icicle kind of hits your back of your shell. And doesn't do
Actually,
any damage.
since I'm not using a shield, my AC would be 17.
17 hits then.
Okay.
It hits you and does 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
But you get all the way out, and you just hear the chuckling and like high pitched kind of like evil chuckling coming from above you.
Cool. Shiv is like double arming these things, and while he's sprinting, he's just Donar, grab the last one.
Yeah, dude, already on it.
The ones that are above you, like you look up as you're running past, and you see they all have this black, looks like stone that's in their chest.
And be careful.
The kids continue hiding. Fang, your turn.
So Fang he's pissed, and he's gonna burn a 2nd level Cure Wounds on himself, because he doesn't feel great. That's gonna be 13 points of healing.
Excellent.
And then as a bonus action, he's going to use his long tooth trait and go for a bite at the wolf on him.
Okay.
That's gonna be... Oh, fuck. A 14 to hit.
You hit.
Really? Cool.
So you're... Yeah, their AC is 13.
Oh, wow. And with that, that's gonna do a max damage 9 points.
Nice. Trax.
Okay, so I'm going to attack this guy here and say, well, we tried. And I'm going to hit him with my fists for a 16. So that hits, right?
16 hits. Yeah.
So that's going to do... First one's going to do 8. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go, pa-pa! Yeah, that one definitely hits. That's 25. And that one's going to do 9 points.
Nice.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to give myself back my temporary hit points. 5 temporary hit points. And that'll be my turn. And then I will have Alandi force strike the same one.
Okay.
Hey, that hits. 25.
Oh, nice.
And that is going to do 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Wow. Is she being useful right now?
How about Alandi's nuts?
Hey!
Hey, freaking got it.
Keep going. Do it again.
Okay. It's the mammoth who... A Shiv makes a lot of noise running by. So this might be... Oh, yeah. He... the mammoth looks up. And sees Shiv. Whoa. That mage lied to me. They did not leave. And you hear this all over. Its voice echoing.
Shit.
Okay. The mammoth's move is 50 feet. Okay.
How about a yardstick?
The mammoth, Shiv, you suddenly see this huge woolly mammoth charging you. Unless his reach is more than 10 feet, he's not going to be able to attack you. Reach 10 feet. Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
This is a gore. It's huge, like, tusks curling out.
Gross.
He stops 10 feet away from you.
Gosh.
And Donar, you see all 3 of the kobolds go. Actually, you see the 2 kobolds in back of Shiv, and the kobold next to you go.
I can't see past, like, right here. So...
Do kobolds have dark vision?
Yes, they do.
They do, okay.
Gotcha. But I see my go freak out. Oh, no.
Gore, this is a trampling charge.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Love that spell.
I hope we don't
Let's go.
Okay, if it hits you with the gore attack, you have to make a DC saving throw, strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 15 plus 6, 21.
Yep.
The gore attack does
I'm so
Super
nervous.
serial. This is a super serial moment.
10 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw. The DC is 18.
23.
Nice.
Okay, you are not knocked prone, and the mammoth cannot make a stomp attack on you.
Great.
On.
Great.
Leave now! Get out of my face! Leave me alone in my sorrow!
Oh.
Yeah, what are you saying, dude?
Donar.
He's gonna look at the other kobold and say, dude, I don't know why you gasped, but like we're up against a wall. I'm gonna have to run it over there for whatever it was. Come on, bro. Snatch him up, and then if I have the time, snatch up the dead chimichanga as well, because I'm interested in the burnt chimichanga. And then get to the edge of the table, prepare himself for a second. Take the dodge action,
Excellent.
and then dash out as a bonus action, spending a key point to use
Nice.
Step of the Wind. So that,
Okay,
I just
nice.
want to make sure I get to the right place. Yeah, alright. Okay. I can't see a mammoth yet. I just, as a player, know it's gonna happen, and that this is gonna be hilarious. Alright. Oh, fuck! So, getting right here, Donar is going to break. Seeing Shiv where he is, Donar is gonna panic and try to go down this way instead.
The other two chimichangas that are up above get reaction rolls because their held action goes off. And that's the highest one was a 12. So the icicles just rain down
Oh, fuck you.
on you. Okay. As you
He's doing his high knees.
The
Classic high knees.
Carrying a dead chimichanga and a kobold just like in my hand.
the mammoth sees you kind of slide to a halt and then like take off south, and he swings his head with his reaction as you leave his sphere of influence.
Yep.
And does an attack of opportunity on you.
Sphere of Influence band name, I called it.
Nice.
Dips. What's your genre?
Okay. Ooh. 19 plus 6, 25.
Yep.
That. Oh, only 7 points of piercing damage.
Word. Oh, ouch. Fuck. Okay.
And then you like leave expeditiously. So.
Yeah.
Everybody hears this shouting and all noise that Donar and Shiv are making as they're like running and not being stealthy.
Nope.
Okay. Anything else, Donar?
Nope. Donar's terrified.
Okay. Donar, you see that throne for the first time,
Yeah.
and it has a rune embedded into the back of the throne that you don't recognize. Let's see, and you see like the body of the frost giant buried in the ice.
Yeah, this is a lot to take in. It's like a whole other scene happened here.
Kai, your turn. Top of the round 3.
Kai, hearing the calamity that has broken out, is just gonna say to himself, fuck. And he's gonna double move to where he is now.
Mm-hmm. You do not see the mammoth.
And he just says, hey! We had a deal!
What's up, dude?
Gonna ignore that.
Anything else, Kai?
That's it for now.
The kobolds hold on for dear life, and you hear them saying in Draconic, shit dude, shit dude, shit dude, shit dude.
Oh, frick.
Oh, frick. Okay. Like, they're actually, like, starting to mimic you a little bit, like they're getting your accents.
Oh,
Teaching
no.
new phrases.
Here is the roll to see if Kanan on Fang recharges. That's a 1. No. So
Punk.
he takes a chomp.
You bugging.
I know what you're wondering. Did I roll a 1 or did I roll a 5? Do you feel lucky, punk?
Oh, I've been forgetting his pack tactics. Okay.
That's alright.
Yeah. That's
Who needs that, though, right?
that is a dirty 20 on the bite.
Okay.
Is a hit?
Okay, yeah. So?
Okay.
So?
That is 11 points of piercing damage. I need you to
Ow.
make a strength saving throw.
Oh, God.
As he just yanks your body as he bites into you.
You say 11 points?
11 points of piercing
Give
damage.
me a second, let me hurt myself before I make the saving throw. Alright, strength saving throw, might be able to manage. Maybe not with an 11.
11, you are knocked prone to the ground. On Corin, recharging breath. A 3, he does not recharge his breath weapon. He tries to bite Trax with advantage to the roll. 5 and a 4, that's a miss. As he snaps
Doesn't even
at
hit my clones.
Shiv.
Shiv will take the mammoth hit kind of off the shell and continue running, but he's going to use disengage.
Actually, I'm just going to give you this one. He's already used his reaction for the win.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. Either way, I'll run the 60 feet there, and then I'm going to do action surge to do another dash for another 30 feet. That'll get me just at the entrance way, kind of almost. And as I'm running with 2 kobolds under both of my arms, I tell the kobolds, do not fear this sad monster. He will live out his days in this cave. And you will be safe.
They don't understand you.
I don't think so. I'm mostly talking to myself, I guess.
You hear the sounds of as you approach the entrance. You hear the sounds of growling and snapping of maws out in the snow over the wind.
And again, best not rest easy yet.
The kids continue to cower.
Good call, kids.
Is that a bonus action?
Cowering.
I'm gonna do a level 1 cowl.
Fang.
Okay. Fang, I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up. Can I assess how injured he looks?
Make a medicine check.
8.
He's really only taken 1 blow so far.
Okay. Then
That's on me.
Fang is going to. Fang is going to. He's pissed, so he's gonna stand up. He's gonna dig his toes in. He's gonna cross his fingers, and he's gonna point blank, guiding bolt this thing right in the face.
Okay.
First level. That is a ranged spell attack. That is a 16 to hit.
It does.
Thank God. And that's going to do... Oof. Come on, honey. 6, 10, 16, 17, 18 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And now, the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
That is Kanan that you attacked, and he's currently glowing with like a dark, sparkly light, glowing him up, lighting him up.
And after that, that was my action, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna go for another bite with advantage, I suppose.
Yes.
And that's a natural 20.
Let's go.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
So
That guiding bolt helped.
yeah, sure did, because the other one was a 2. Cool. That is 11. Oh wait, 12, 14 points of piercing damage.
You did a lot of damage to him this round.
Yeah,
he is hurting.
Pissed me the fuck off. I did all that instead of healing myself. Hopefully that was a good decision.
Okay, Trax.
Alright, so I'm gonna yell. So, I don't know that it's a mammoth in there, right?
No.
I just know that there's someone in there. 'Cause
Something with a
we heard
loud
everything.
voice shouted really loudly.
I'm gonna say, "Hey, you in there! Your 2 wolf friends won't let us leave!" And I'm going to attack this guy again. First attack is a 23.
23 hits.
That's gonna do, that's not a great 7. Next attack, 22.
That
It's
hits.
gonna do 7 again. And then Alandi is gonna try and get him. 14.
14 hits.
You said it was 13? Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Cool. 8 points of damage.
Nice.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. The mammoth, seeing kind of his head is turning toward Donar. Turns around, thump, thump, and you just feel the floor shaking, and he charges 20 feet at you.
Yeah, he does.
And makes a gore attack.
Great.
He's like, leave me alone!
Dude, I'm trying, dude.
That is a 25 to hit you.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Damn.
Okay. Doing 9 points of piercing. Make a strength saving throw.
Okay. It's a 12.
That is a failure as he kind of like lifts you off the ground and the kobold kind of goes flying a little bit and both of you land prone on the ground.
Oh, frick.
And I'm going to roll. Let's roll this in. Let's do this in roll 20 so you can see it. 1 to 3 you, 4 to 6 kobold.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the kobold.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
Okay.
Frick,
God.
dude. Frick.
Frick, dude.
Frick.
Okay. That is a 16 to hit him. And that does. Give it a bunch of 10-siders for this.
Oh, just kill him, man.
A bunch of 10
Put him down.
Oh, all ones.
It's 4d10 plus 7 is the roll.
Oh, he's dead.
all ones.
He does 25 points of damage to the
he's
kobold.
dead.
And just like crunches in his massive leg. Just boom. And just a blood splatter on the ground. And he gets a splat of blood on you, Donar. And you're prone on the ground. And he just like bellows and like hot breath right in your face.
You got a floss, dude. Shit.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell his diet is not the best. Donar, it's your turn.
I think I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
First.
It's half your move.
Yep.
Okay.
Go. Yeah. Bring that guy into the picture. And then I'm gonna do the old dodge and dash combo again. Spending another key point to dash as a bonus action in the direction of where I heard Kai's voice last round.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be where would that be?
It's really echoey and it's loud, so make a perception check.
Alrighty.
Actually, no, make a investigation check.
Okay. With my -1. That's a 16.
16. He came to your right, like going west.
Going west.
That's
Okay.
where the voice came from.
Then I'm going to.
Okay, you didn't take the withdraw action.
No.
So he is going.
You're right.
So he is going to take an opportunity attack to gore you.
Does it help that I'm dodging?
It does. Yes.
Great. Because I would have done that before dashing.
Yeah. Once you activate your dodge, it activates. So.
Great.
That's a 15 and a 2. So the 10, that's a 8 to hit, and misses you as you just roll out of the way and run away as fast as you can.
Yep. I'm gonna do that.
Anything else, Donar? Kai, you see Donar just hoofing it, knees and elbows.
Carrying a dead Chewinga.
Kai.
Kai is going to sprint past Donar here, and it's gonna stand probably about 10 feet in front of the mammoth. And as he sprints past Donar, he just says, "Get out of the front now."
All right.
And he lands there and comes face to face with the mammoth and just kind of stares him down.
And you just see a rage in the mammoth's eyes that wasn't there before. Like all the tears have dried up and now just red fury. The 2 remaining kobolds are hanging on for dear life. This is Kanan's breath weapon recharge. Does not recharge. Corin's breath weapon recharge. Does recharge.
Fuck.
So he's going to breathe again. Trax, and you kind of hear them kind of yipping at each other, almost like they're communicating. Trax and Fang, make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 17.
And a 9.
Okay, the 9 fails. The 17 succeeds. It's 13 damage half. Like, it's half damage 13, 26 if you fail.
Fang is down.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I think for the first time in the campaign.
That sounds right.
I think so.
Kanan grabs your body and starts running.
Oh, hell no.
I'm no longer shifted. I think that goes away when I pass out. So
He's just able to get out here. Okay.
I had my. Do I like keep my shit?
Yeah, because it's not like were you carrying anything?
I mean, I had my weapons in my hand.
It's on you
Okay.
because you probably stored it before you shifted. And usually when shifting happens, it like all your belongings kind of like, if it's a weird like complete transformation,
Sure.
they kind of like absorbs into your form. So you've got everything.
You're like, I'm going down. Let me roll my stuff away.
Shiv, your turn.
All right, I am going to carry these kobolds out into the opening where it's totally safe. I'm going to use my dash to do so, and when I get 40 feet out, I will see that it is not totally safe. I'll drop the two kobolds if I can, and tell them to hide behind that wall. And I'm pointing up to the north in roll 20, to just kind of hide behind over here-ish. And then, sorry, what?
Donar, could you roll a d6? I want to see which kobold you actually grabbed.
Yeah.
Because they have names.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
A 1, okay.
Great. Then I still have 20 feet of dash, so I'll do that just to... can I see that wolf is carrying Fang?
Yes, you see basically he's got Fang's arm, and he's just gonna drag him. Yeah.
Cool. Then I'll use the rest of my 20 feet to not go towards it, but like kind of keep a parallel line to it. So I'll end right here,
Got it.
and that'll be it. I'm kind of looking back and forth at the kobolds and the wolf, and the kobolds and the wolf. Just trying to keep track of both of them.
The kids. What's happening out there? It sounds bad. It sounds bad.
No, you stay back there. Keep cowering.
So
I have a stick. I can throw a stick at it.
not safe for those kids right now.
Fang, make a death saving
They
throw.
were so much better off in the cage. Is that just a...
Get back in the cage.
It's a straight d20.
I got this nice, just all black dice for my...
Oh god.
That's badass.
Oh, I shouldn't use that one though, because that's a 9.
Oh no. Oh
Okay,
no.
that's one failure.
Guys, I'm not ready to lose Fang. I'm not ready.
You're the cleric.
I'm really not ready.
Okay,
What
Trax.
just do?
God. I'm so scared.
All right, you're okay. We're gonna save you. I'm gonna punch this motherfucker.
Okay,
Let's see if I hit. First one. Oh, it's a 14. Hey.
that hits.
All right, that's gonna do. Oh, max damage. 13 points of damage.
Okay, he's hurting really bad.
Well, that's too bad because I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay,
Oh, 19, 27.
that hits.
That's gonna do 9 points of damage. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna give myself back that temp HP. That's my last one. Yikes. And then, Alandi, you can do this. She's gonna swoop in. Oh, that hits. 24.
Okay,
4. 9 points of damage.
how would Alandi like to
Oh
do this?
yeah.
Oh, okay, so I like to think Trax, you know, he's like got his fists up, gives him the 1-2, and he kind of knocks him up right as Alandi swoops in and hits him in the back with her force bolt.
Okay, the wolf just like
Pops him in the
howls.
spine.
Foom, 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 rolls over and twitches once and moves no longer. Kanan, you hear like this growl coming from, like deep growl coming from his throat as he's dragging Fang. Is that all, Trax?
I'll say, maybe you should have listened, but also don't hurt my friend.
The mammoth backs up 10 feet and charges at Kai.
Jesus Christ.
God, what a fucking intense session. 2-week break. We've had a 2-week break.
That is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that does... Oh shit. 12 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And I'd like you to make a strength saving throw since it did a trampling charge at you.
Oh man. You are still muted.
Oh. So I rolled a 17,
Okay.
but I'm going to use my reaction to channel my war magic and cause a flash of thunderous energy
Nice.
to, I guess, kind of separate me and the mammoth. And it gives me plus, I think it's plus 4 to saving throw? Let me double check that, but I think it's a plus 4.
If you just need one, you've got it. So
It's either 2 or 4, so either way.
yeah, you got it. So basically, the flash basically lets you kind of like, I'm gonna say it lifts you off the ground, like phew, and you just kind of like do one of those like anime like up in the air and land on your feet, like a superhero landing.
Nice.
You are not prone, and it does not get a free free stomp attack at you. And he's like, I gave you one chance. You are still here, Donar.
Donar's he's got to get his bearings, because he ran off to the west with no sense of direction, no idea of where anything is. Could I make a survival check, please, to figure out? It's like,
Yeah, you can see the throne, can't you?
yes, but he doesn't remember. He doesn't. The player, the PC, the player knows where everything is.
Okay.
But Donar
Okay.
doesn't remember where the front of the.
Make a survival check.
Okay. Thank you.
You can hear voices, the voice of the mammoth, and you actually saw a big blinding flash coming from the east,
Gotcha.
from that chamber.
Well, that was a 19,
helps.
so that's probably going to
You're
help.
fine, yeah.
So
Exits to the east.
great. Okay, so Donar is going to dash. If I can find my ruler. He's going to dash 60 feet around these things and say, "You Kai, nice flash, dude." And then, as a bonus action, he's going to spend his final key point to use the Step of the Wind and take another 60-foot dash.
Nice.
Nice.
He's just hoofing it.
Hey.
High knees, elbows flailing.
Like there's this serious scene with Kai facing off against a mammoth, and just in the background you see like.
I went the wrong way.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Kai, your turn.
Is this pillar here touching?
That is mound of ice that's covering the prone body of the frost giant.
How tall is it?
Probably about 8 or 9 feet.
How tall is this throne?
That's tall. That's like enough that a frost giant can sit in it. So I'm going to say 15 feet.
Good. Kai is going to go and climb it. How much?
And he can't take a opportunity attack on you as you run away, right?
Right.
Okay.
Actually, just to ensure that, I'm going to, since I can only cast cantrips, I'm going to whip out my my kunai, and I'm going to slice across the front of his, I guess, big mammoth knees.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's going to be a... Attacks. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
So 7 points of thunder damage, 6 points of piercing damage.
And he starts to vibrate.
And Kai then runs up and jumps into the seat of the thing, I guess.
Okay. He would attempt to try to make a opportunity attack on you, but because of your ability, he is not able to.
Right.
Okay. There's a little like step up, so that's boom, boom, boom. You don't have to make a climbing check at all. You just jump up into the.
Nice.
And you see him. He looks at you as you do that and says, "No, not Garagai's sacred throne."
Fuck Garagai. I didn't hear that. I just.
Actually, you did. So
Fuck Garagai.
he's
You had
shouting,
me.
yeah. It is okay. The Chwinga can't do anything. The kobolds stay where they are. Actually, can they do anything? Do they have? I think they have long-range javelins.
Yeah, they do.
And they can reach. They're going to sling these javelins long range at disadvantage against the fleeing wolf.
Oh, thank you.
Not hit the shifter.
My hero!
Yeah.
God damn it!
That is that's a miss. And yeah, a miss. Single digits. But Trax, you look over and you see javelins kind of land close to Fang and the fleeing Kanan. The remaining winter wolf stops, drops Kanan, and puts his jaws around Fang's throat and just looks at you, Trax. He's holding an action. He's waiting. Doesn't say anything. Shiv.
He's looking at Trax. I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Shiv is gonna pull his longbow, he's gonna draw it back with his eyes closed, and the moment he opens his eyes is when he's gonna loose it as he takes an exhale. And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits. The held action, he was basically waiting for Trax to do something, say something, and he was not aware of you. So the held action did not go off.
Alright, that's a 5 damage. And then I'll do an extra attack. Once I realize that one hits, I'm gonna ride that momentum to draw another arrow back. And that's just a 14 to hit.
14 hits. Let's go.
For 8 damage.
I'm dying over here, man.
Okay.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, he's still holding the action.
Then I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay there. And I'll turn around and just kind of give a don't do anything to the kobolds behind me.
The kids, because things suddenly got quiet and tense, have gotten real quiet, and you hear whimpering coming back from behind you, Trax. Fang, make a death saving throw.
Don't mind if I do.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
roll a one,
even
don't
put
roll
that
a
in the
one.
universe right now. It's an 8.
It's 2 failures.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's all right.
really
better than a
nervous.
1. Better than a 1.
I don't want to roll another character. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna rage quit.
Trax, what do you do?
I'm gonna look at the wolf, and I'm gonna, I've kind of still have my hands up from fighting the other wolf, and I'm gonna put them down, and I'm gonna say, if you let him go, we let you go. We don't want any more violence.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is look at his current hit points. He just takes off running, off into the white, and disappears into the snowbanks.
Without Fang, right?
Oh, I thought you still had me.
Okay, alright. And then also, Alandi is gonna swoop in and heal Fang. She's gonna drop one of my little healing spiders on him for 9 hit points.
Fang sits up and it's just white. Pale white. Sweating.
Okay. Anything else, Trax?
That'll be it for us.
The mammoth stomps over to Kai. I think he's going to... He's enraged right now. I think that the throne is like things are going to hell. He's going to attack you.
Alright, but when he moves, he takes 10 points of thunder damage.
So he rushes at you. I'm going to say because of you're up and you're also, there's like the ledge, you've got cover, quarter cover. So it's a +2 to your AC with this. But this is a charge.
Okay.
This is... I'm still on the kobold. Okay. That's a dirty 20.
So +2 to my AC with cover, right?
Yes.
Then Kai again is going to use his war magic reaction to add +2 to his AC to sacrifice all non-cantrips.
Nice.
And then he's just going to put a hand out, and the burst is going to just kind of push back the mammoth's head.
And just fury. Just like... He looks barely singed. Donar.
Donar is going to take another high knee dash out, heeding Kai's words. He said to get out, so we're gonna. And
you see Shiv. Can you see Fang?
I can see Shiv, and that's it.
Okay.
But since I'm at the front, he's going to take a breath and say, "Oh, glad nothing else crazy happened. Am I right?"
And you see Shiv with a drawn bow aiming it just somewhere to the south.
Oh shit, dude, sorry. Do you want me to hit someone? We can talk on your turn if you want. All right, I'll push it up here. And he's just, as a bonus action, he's just going to breathe. Take a deep breath.
Okay. Kai.
So Kai is going to, again, take his dagger and just stab it right in the mammoth's head, casting Booming Blade yet again. Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
6 piercing and 4 thunder.
Okay.
And Kai is going to move to the other side of the throne.
Okay.
And that's it.
When he charged, part of his tusk hit the throne, and there's like pieces of it falling off.
Gotcha.
It's starting to fall apart.
Gonna clock that.
Kobolds looking at Shiv was like, what? Like barking at you, but you don't understand them. Donar, you hear the two kobolds to the north saying, "What do we do, boss? What do we do?"
Oh, yo, Shiv, the dudes, kobold dudes they're waiting instructions.
I've still got the hand out. Stay.
Oh, dudes, you're good there. You're good.
Okay. You hear barking off in the distance. And suddenly, ow! Shiv, your turn.
Shiv is going to kind of close the distance between who he can see, so he's going to kind of walk closer to Donar, just try to see what else is going on here, see that Kai is missing, looks down that hallway and sees, I think I can see them fighting, and he's just going to take a deep breath and shift his weight and use a dash to run 30 more feet towards the Mammoth and Kai, past Donar. So here we go again, back into it. But he's not going to say anything, just exhausted, frustrated.
Got it. Okay, the kid's whimpering. Fang, you're alive.
Fang takes a quick look around himself just to get his bearings. He sees... did Alandi land, or did she just swoop by?
She dropped a spider on you.
Then seeing he's alone, but his neck, I imagine, is a little raw, and his arm. And seeing like the drag, he kind of quickly assesses and can maybe guess what happened, but knows that the spider is what healed him. So he takes half his movement to stand up, goes 15 feet, kind of toward the middle entrance, cutting across Trax's path a little bit, and as he gets to the end of his movement, he looks over at Trax and he says, "We will talk later about how grateful I am," and puts a hand on his heart and burns another 2nd level cure wounds on herself, giving him, could have been better, 9 hit points.
Okay. Trax.
I'm gonna look at Fang and say, "We'll talk later. Grab a kid." And I'm gonna run back and grab one of the children and say, "It's time to get out of here right now."
What happened? What happened?
Nothing. Big Bad Wolf, he's sleeping now. Don't look. And I'll just fling one of them.
I imagine Fang gives, "Oh my god, the children!" and like completely has forgotten in his...
Okay, go ahead and make your move, because they're in the other room. Just have to go get them, so...
So I'll just dash in.
Yeah.
So I'll go there.
The boy is the smaller of the two, but you can make your armor so that you're strong enough to to pick up either one of them. So
I can use my. I'll burn one of those. One of my magical strength points and pick him up.
Excellent. Okay. Mammoth's turn. Yeah, he's just furious at Kai. He's going to charge at Kai again. On that side of the throne, you do not have any cover. So this is a straight roll. 18.
I am again going to use my reaction to use my War Mage ability to up my AC by 2.
Okay.
And when he moves, he takes double 6s for 12 thunder damage.
Nice. He's so enraged that he just seems to he's just kind of poofs, and you see his fur kind of stand up a little bit and blow back with the force of the thunder. And he's just so enraged and laser focused on you.
Kai's gonna clock that a little bit.
When he does that, the throne breaks again, and you see, because you're up on the seat of it, look back at the ice rune, and there's a crack running right through the middle of the ice rune, and the rune begins to glow. Donar.
Seeing Shiv pass him, not knowing anything about what's happening with Fang, Donar would kind of sigh and say, Kai told us not to. He told me to get out, but if you think we should go back in, I'm just tired of running, man. It's been running for the last minute. And with that, he's gonna take a dash and move back in because he trusts Shiv. All right, and can't see anything, so that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. You do see something, because you see off in the distance this giant rune, by giantish as it's in giant, rune glowing, and you see it kind of pulsing, and it seems to have a little crack through, and the crack begins to glow.
Oh shit, dude.
Anything else, Donar?
Not for me.
Kai.
So Kai, okay, I'm not muted this time. Good.
Hey.
Kai is going to... Okay, cool, cool. He's gonna, again, cast Booming Blade and dig the dagger into the top of the mammoth's head.
Mm-hmm.
And as he pulls it out, he's gonna take a step on top of the mammoth's head and leap from the mammoth's head off the throne onto the little ice pile where the giant was.
Make it acrobatics.
Okay. And Dusky.
Because it's pretty much straight ice.
That is a 15.
15, you're fine. It's a little slippery, and as you slide, you see a little bit of the ice, and it smells, as you churn up some of the ice as you're sliding, it smells salty.
Ew. And for the Booming Blade, a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
8 points of piercing and another 3 thunder damage.
Kobolds are still holding. They actually move. Shiv and Donar disappeared, and they don't want to be by themselves, so they are going to move 30 feet and hold an action. Okay. Fang, you're the only one, you and Kobolds are the only one left outside. You hear off in the distance a howl, and suddenly another howl. It's pretty far away, but you hear almost like a full pack of wolves howling. And these are normal sounding wolves.
Not to be taken lightly. Fang remembers that for later.
Shiv, your turn.
Shiv will, let's see, gonna run 30 feet, continue down towards where Kai and the mammoth are, and kind of just going with the strategy of more targets to try to confuse this mammoth, is going to shoot 2 arrows at the mammoth, doing his kind of knocking 2 arrows thing. First one is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 5 damage. And the second one was a 23 to hit for 8 damage.
So the girl is in Trax's arms, who's all bulked up from the armor, And Finn comes over and tries to climb up onto you, which is like Trax, and he's like, I want to go. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Yeah.
And it's kind of making you a little heavy.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay, Fang.
Fang uses a full dash to get over to the children and Trax. As he does the dash, he puts his hair back as best he can after his incident. He comes around the corner as collected as he can, and he says, I am sorry I am late. Anything I can do to help?
And Finn just jumps into your arms.
Oh, big boy!
Big boy.
You're ready to leave, aren't you?
Let's go. I want to go home. I want mommy.
And that is exactly where we are going to go. Fang,
Okay.
Fang is all smiles and is trying to make the kids feel like danger is gone.
Trax.
All right, so I'm gonna, now that I just have one of the children, I'm gonna grab them and say, well, let's get out of here. I don't know if I can do a dash with a child.
He's light enough, and you took the you used your armor, so
Did the armor
yeah.
thing. Okay,
What does that
so
put
yeah,
your strength at? Does it say or anything?
Well, it just lets me use my strength or my intelligence instead of my strength. If I need to
Got
make
it.
a check.
So this would basically be that because you'd make an athletics check to carry. This is no check needed, but you're using that intelligence.
Like I'm trading that off. Cool.
The mammoth looks over at you, Kai, and then looks at Donar and Shiv approaching. Make an insight check, Kai.
It's not great. That's only a 5.
He acted like he wanted to charge you, but changed his mind at the last second and is charging Donar.
Oh.
Okay.
Whenever he moves, he's going to take thunder damage again.
Go ahead and roll that.
Okay. That's going to be 10 points of thunder damage.
Nice. Okay. So he gets up to Donar, dashing, but he can't make an attack. And he's just like sliding right in front of Donar. This is a position you've been in before.
Yeah.
As just like hot breath right in your face. And you see blood like on his large trunk-like legs and the blood from on his tusks dripping, and he's just angry and so furious. Donar, your turn.
Donar is surprisingly calm for a second, and he's going to edge around this guy's space to get to here.
Got it.
And then with the same kind of innate primal force, we hear him say, Kaden, bro. and thrusting his hands out, and that's how he casts Thunder Wave.
Nice.
So I'm going to need Mammoth to make a con save to beat 15.
Okay, he has a plus 5.
Probably will.
Yeah, that's a 17.
Okay, he's still going to take half, though. Half of 2d8, which is 5 thunder damage.
Okay.
As a bonus action, he's going to say to Kai, "Yo, dude, I thought we were done, but we're here to help you. We're going to do this." Granting Kai 1d6 Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh.
Nice.
And that's it.
Top of the round, Kai.
Kai is just going to turn and look at Donar and say, keep your distance from him. Let's keep him at a long fight. And he's going to form another hand sign, and he's going to cast Firebolt. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to do...
He's pretty big. He's not hard to hit.
It's going to be 9 fire damage.
Okay. He's not looking... He's looking a little unsteady on his feet, actually.
Good.
Anything else, Kai?
I'm going to stay right there for now.
Kai, you hear ice breaking above you as an icicle falls from the ceiling, and the 13 doesn't hit you. But suddenly a piece of ice falls from the ceiling and hits you right, like it just falls and cracks against the pillar. Make a perception check.
That's a 3 plus like 4, so I'm too zoned in on the mammoth right now.
But you do hear behind you a thunderous crack coming from the throne, and the glowing begins to pulse. The kobolds move again and get close to the entrance. and they're holding their spears out. Okay, Shiv.
Shiv is gonna move back 30 feet, back towards the entryway, and do another double arrow. He's kind of just trying to pepper his like face, trunk area with arrows to try to draw his attention towards him.
Face trunk. As opposed to the other trunk.
Butt trunk.
Oh, that was almost. That's a 26 to hit for the first one.
26 hits.
For 8 damage, and 23 to hit for the second.
That will hit as well.
For 4 damage, so 12 total piercing damage.
Okay, he's not looking too good, but the fury in his eyes, he's just pissed.
I'm trying to meet his eyes as best as I can, also.
Yeah, what's happening is like Donar distracted him, but then the arrows come in and now he's turning his big head toward you. Fang.
Fang will...
Picking up a kid?
Yeah, the boy jumped into his arms, so he's gonna do the full 60 feet dash to catch up with Trax.
Okay. Trax?
I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell back and say, "Everybody, we got the kids, run!
Watch for wolves! As
There's a wolf out here!"
The mammoth, looking at Shiv, starts away from Donar. Donar, you can make an opportunity attack if you wish.
Hell yeah, whip out that cast iron. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good though. That's only that's only a 10.
That 10 is miss. I'm sorry.
I know worries.
And this is a charge. He's going to try to gore you, and that is a 22 to hit.
Yerp.
Yerp.
Yarp. Yarp.
Ooh, 15 points of piercing.
Oof, is right. Okay.
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Let's go, man.
Yeehaw.
Big yeehaw.
Ooh, 23 again.
That is a success. You are not knocked prone.
This dice is my friend today. Damn.
And behind you, you hear the kobolds screaming, "Wah!" as they see the mammoth charging down at you.
Shiv hears that, looks behind, and just says, "Run, you idiots." Knowing that he can't understand him, so he kind of gives up saying it halfway through.
Donar.
Donar, first seeing the mammoth attack Shiv, is going to say, "Yo, Shiv! Way to hold strong, dude. You got it." Granting Shiv 1d6 Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then Donar's going to move right here, about, we'll say here, 15 feet behind the mammoth, and use his breath weapon for the first time in a while.
Ooh.
Hey,
So that's-
it has been a minute.
He's probably going to make the saving throw. Potato breath. Took me a second.
Potato breath.
It's a con save to beat 13.
is that sour cream and onion?
8
It's
plus,
loaded.
8 plus 5 is a 13.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, he's still going to take 4 points of poison damage from the thick, black, purplish,
Okay.
rumbling smoke.
Kai, top of the round.
Kai is going to hop off the mound here using, I guess, 20 feet of movement. And is going to, again, fire off another firebolt.
Okay.
You got inspiration, bro.
Let's see. Gotta save that inspiration.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
It's going to be
The firebolt
8 points of fire damage.
hits its backside. You think woolly mammoths would have some sort of fire vulnerability, but they do not. So,
In Pokemon, they would.
Right?
Kai.
Wait, do they in Pokemon?
Actually, Mamoswine doesn't, because it's hard ground type, so.
Okay.
What do you do?
Above you, you see. Make another perception check. You hear 4 distinct cracks of ice. Starbucks die rolled a 19. Natural 19. That's all they don't have any pluses to it, but it's a 19.
My perception was a 18.
Okay. This is an attack roll on you. It was a 19 hit.
Yes, it does.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as 4 icicles land around you, and one of them actually hits you. And you hear this, and you look up and you see these little chewingas climbing on the wall, the ceiling. And they look like they have this black stone embedded into their chest.
All right.
The kobolds run toward Trax and Fang, even though they don't know them.
Ah!
And they say, "Oh, kobold, kobold, kobold!" And they're saying kobold and draconic to you, Trax.
I'm not affiliated with you.
And they're just running, and they put away their javelins. They're like, go home, in combat.
That's the plan.
More wolves off in the distance, howling, joining them. There's like maybe, Fang, to your ears, you hear about 10 or 12 wolves out there.
We need to wrap this party up.
Shiv.
I'm going to just Shiv looks the mammoth in the face, takes out his flail in one hand and the Yikawa in the other, and is going to flail first. That's a 13 to hit.
That hits. It's what you needed.
Dope. For 10 damage.
Shiv, the final blow is yours.
Hey.
Just right between the eyes, right between the eyes, the middle of his face. He just brings it up, takes a deep breath, and exhales with a smash of the flail, just right in the middle of its face.
And you hear its skull crack and cave in, and you just see its eyes suddenly lose its intelligence, and then like suddenly life, and then just like vroom to the ground.
We should go.
Yeah, dude, freaking right.
And then behind you, suddenly the throne completely cracks into, and a wave of blue light vroom, comes out from it as the magical throne explodes. The throne explodes, and suddenly this blue wave, like with a cold, intense cold feeling, goes out. Everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw that's inside. So Kai, Donar, and Shiv make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Fang and Trax, and you suddenly see the outside of the lodge suddenly start to crumble, and you see above, you see this wind start to swirl in a almost like a hurricane pattern in a spiral, and suddenly a blizzard just and snow just starts coming down. But people on the inside, what did you get on your saving throw?
Shiv, before I say this, could I have done my second wind before this explosion happened? Could I have had a bonus action at the end of that last turn? You can say no.
You didn't, I'll say because it's a bonus action, I'll let you do it this time. But normally you have to call those.
But I got a 7.
Okay, that's a fail. 15 is the DC.
I got a 25.
Kai, you're good?
Donar also got a 7.
Okay.
He's counting a lot.
Yeah. If you fail, you take 38 points of cold damage.
Oh, well, I just shouldn't even done that second wind then. Fuck.
Kai, you take half and then quarter it because cold resistance.
What's the rule on damage versus max HP?
You have to double.
It has to be
You have
double.
to go.
Okay.
It has to be double.
Basically, if you go negative, you're full.
Yeah.
Like,
Gotcha.
what's your normal hit points?
It's 38 is max. So
If you go negative 38 in one blow,
gosh.
Ooh, I got close.
Yep. I mean Donar's down, but we're not.
I'm down. Yeah.
What was
Okay.
the total run?
it was 38.
38.
So 38 halved, then half it again.
That's 9.
Thank you. Math.
Rounded down.
bro.
And the lodge just kind of starts crumbling around you. But it's weird because the opening at the above you just kind of like crumbles outward and down instead of like straight down on top of you. The little chewingas that were above you instantly incinerate. Like just
Excellent.
completely, their 4 hit points just gone. But above you, Kai, you see the clouds and winds start to spiral and become a blizzard. So what do you do? And what do you do outside as you see this happening?
The structure is crumbling. You say like currently crumbling, and then it's
Yeah, but it's doing this weird magical thing where it's just sort of like deconstructing as opposed to falling down. Mm-hmm. It's sort of just deconstructing magically.
Fang turns to Trax. He says, "We need to get them out of there."
I mean, yes, but how?
Kai, what do you do?
Kai is going to run past, and on his way, he's going to grab Donar by the back of his collar and start dragging him out.
Shiv and Donar make a death saving throw.
All right.
8.
11.
Donar, that's a success. Shiv, that's a failure.
I saw the ones, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
Kai, you get Donar to the edge, and Fang and Trax, so you can beat him at where the opening is, as you see like the rest of the structure just kind of like disappear into the ground, leaving very little rubble behind, but you do see like the cage, and like you see barrels off in the distance to the left and things, but it's very quickly the blizzard is starting to pick up and visibility is getting bad quickly. What Fang and Trax, what do you do?
Fang is kind of like bouncing like feet to feet. He's really, really nervous, just like with how the luck has been going tonight. He sees Kai come into view with Donar and no Shiv, at which point Fang, he looks at Trax and gives him these big sorry eyes. He says, "I can't take it anymore. Here." And he like kind of puts the child next to Trax and dashes inside.
Yeah, you can get the Shiv.
Yeah.
You pass Donar. I'm going to have Donar and Shiv make another... let's do an initiative. Shiv and Fang roll initiative. I want to see if Fang, if you go first, you'll be able to get a heal spell off first.
Shiv got a 16.
Yeah, mine will be a 10.
Okay, I need Donar and Shiv to make another death saving throw.
I got an 8 again.
Okay, that's 2 failures.
I got a 16.
Okay, that's 2 successes. Fang, you run up to Shiv, and he looks very, very ill. He is not going to make it. What are you going to do?
Fang he grabs him by the back of his shell, and as he does, casts Spare the Dying on him.
Okay, you're no longer dying.
Oh, what does that mean?
You mean you don't have to make any more saves?
Okay, great. But I'm still at 0?
You're still at 0.
Okay.
You're still unconscious.
Got it.
And starts dragging him toward the entrance to me. Kai and Donar are at the entrance, right?
They're almost to the entrance,
Okay,
yeah.
then he's right on his tail, dragging Shiv out behind him.
Okay. Kai, do you do anything?
Just
except drag.
dragging Donar out, yeah.
Trax, you see Kai and Donar come out of the entrance. What do you do?
I'll run over to them, and so I've got one more... Well, I have 2 more. I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds on Donar. Get him back up. That's going to give him 10 points.
Okay. Donar, you're back conscious.
Bro, what happened?
I'm gonna need a second before I recount any of that.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Once they're out, we'll cast a level 1 Cure Wounds, giving him 8 hit points.
Where Shiv will snap to consciousness and immediately is, where are the kobolds? Are they safe?
And you see them kind of like look over and you see them standing next to the kids and to Trax.
And he'll just exhale and just lay there.
The kobolds, let me zoom in so I can read their names real quick. They go up to Donar. So, dude, I'm short. This is Zilbo. Well, where's Holgi? Where's Holgi?
Donar's gonna long exhale and say, "Bros, I'm so sorry, but the mammoth was just freaking huge, and your bud Holgi didn't make it. I'm so sorry."
And they both start sniffling, and they let out they put their muzzles to the air and start shouting like, "Rah, rah." They're trying to be like dragon, like doing a dragon shout, but it's coming out real tinny and real small sounding.
Donar will join him in
trying
that. He'll like ride himself and just sit up a little bit and go, "Yo!"
As that's happening, as Fang finishes healing Shiv, he stands up and he says, We must make haste. There is surely more wolves on the way. I have heard howling for minutes now. We have to find a place to lay low until the blizzard passes.
All right. Donor's gonna stand up and grab the kobolds.
Okay.
I got 2 brews.
What are you going to do?
Is this building, like, gone by now?
It's gone. The building's gone. There's like rubble where the throne was. The block of ice is still there. You see the cage. You see you know that back there, Kai, is that giant, nasty sleeping bag. There's the whale that's in the room that Fang and, not Fang, Shiv and Donar saw. And there was also that room with the hole in it with the barrels that Kai saw.
As the structure collapsed, did it leave like a mound of snow around, or did it?
It kind of left like where the walls were. There's kind of like a little like outlined area.
Do I get the impression that this blizzard is like very dangerous? Like it could hurt people?
Yeah. It's like if you're caught in it, it's still building, and it may take a few hours to build to it. But it's definitely like doing the swirling and growing in strength right above where the throne was.
As the wind grows, Fang will cast light on his mace and hold it up, and he'll say, "Everyone come here!" And he's looking around the rubble, like for a mound of snow, or sort of like mounds of snow. Just if everyone comes near him, he's gonna go north a little bit to right between the doorways where they were. And once everybody is nearby, he'll do a count of kids and kobolds, and he will say, "I don't think we have time to find new lodgings for this evening, so I think it's going to get tight, but I think we will all fit." And he is going to cast...
Before he does, Kai says, "Wait, we've got to get as far away from this thing as we can.
And Fang says, "Do you think we have time?"
If we run."
"Let us go." Fang will pick up a kid.
I'll pick up a kobold and then throw him down and say, "You're not a kid," and then I'll pick up a kid.
Shiv will grab the kobold that was thrown down.
And Donar's got the other one.
He kind of like pouts a little bit.
Go not a kid.
Okay, you all take off running back to town, direction of town.
Toward town.
Yeah.
Fang, you hear howling off in the distance, but as you all are running eastward, the howling instead of being in front of you, now is kind of like going to either side of you, north and south.
Okay. Clock that and take it as a good sign.
Okay, you travel an hour or two. You traveled several hours to get here. I'd like you all to make a survival check. Behind you, the storm clouds get darker and darker, and you see the spiral kind of like lifting into the air, and you just see sleet and snow starting to cover everything and starting to radiate out from the center.
It's a 6.
Shiv got 16.
16?
Dirty 20 for Donar.
That's an 18 for Trax.
Okay. Shiv, you got the 6, right?
16.
16. Who got the 6?
I did.
Donar?
Kai.
Kai. You're starting to go a little bit, but you kind of trail behind everybody, right?
Kind of like running up flank, keeping an eye out for wolves.
Okay. A wave of white snow kind of comes down, and like for a second, it separates you from everybody. But the wave stops, and you're able to see them and kind of like correct your course. And the howling gets farther and farther away. And you look back, and you've been running for about 4 hours, and you're exhausted and tired. And you just see the huge snowstorm lashing, but it seems to be not moving. It seems to be centered on where the throne was, and it seems to be just battering and freezing everything.
And through weak breaths, Fang says, "Kai, surely we are far away enough now, yes?"
I think so.
And Fang will weakly say, Come close."
Okay.
And when everybody's in, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of us, perfect number, Fang puts his hand on the ground and casts Liamon's tiny hut.
Ooh, it's gonna be tight in there.
Yep.
It holds 9 holds 9 mediums, so we have 2 little kobolds. That helps.
The kids are like amazed at the magic. They have never really seen magic before, and they're like, "Whoa. So, are we going to? We're not going to see Mommy tonight?"
Well, you know, it's probably best if we stay in here to make sure you can see Mommy tomorrow. Look, just stay in the hut. Just don't go outside of the hut.
Here, out where you've run to, like towards the town, the sky is clear. You see Saloon in the tears of Saloon trailing behind, and you see stars, but to the west you see the storm just continue unabated. Fang, I would like you to make a perception check.
9.
You think you see movement outside of the hut.
Fang will point that out to the closest party member, trying not to scare the kids.
I think just for flavor, Shiv is trying to entertain the kids by teaching them knots with his rope.
Oh, that's nice.
Then we'll say Fang, he elbows Kai, and he says, "Do you see that?" Points toward the movement.
I'll check it out.
Make a perception check.
That's a 21.
There's something definitely out there. Fang, can you hear noises through the hut?
Let's check. I don't think it says. Creatures and objects can move through it freely. All other objects and creatures are barred from passing through it. Spells, other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside.
Okay, this is what happens. You hear a growl from a distance, and you hear, Hyena man, you killed my brother. I just want you to know that there are others of your kind in the mountains south of here. Maybe I'll go tell them about you. I think I will. They will have fun gnashing your bones, laughing in your face, perhaps making them one of their own. Bye. And you hear as he runs away.
Fang doesn't say anything. He just kind of ponders on that for a second.
And the bunny goes down the hole and around the tree.
Why do we have a tie?
It's important.
The rest of your rest goes without event. You look to the west, and eventually, after 8 hours, the storm finally gives way, and you just see a mountain where the lodge was, just a mountain of ice.
Nice.
And I'm gonna say this now: you are now level 6.
There it is, baby.
The game begins.
But we're going to keep going.
Yeah.
The game begins.
Yeah.
But like, we can totally level up now if we want, right?
I can level.
Yeah.
I can level now while you talk. Keep going.
Yeah. Oh, this is
If you want to
easy
do that
one.
while we're doing stuff. The kids are like really, they slept fitfully. The kobolds slept like babies. They were just exhausted and from hiding. The kobolds tell you, Donar, that they were following some barbarians from the north and trying to sneak in and like steal some food from them. And they saw the barbarians go inside of the lodge, and they snuck in after them, and they got caught by those chimichangas that were like throwing icicles at them. And that's why they were hiding underneath them. We were trying to sneak out, but
Yeah,
that's
dude.
what happened.
There was a freaking lot going on in that weird ice house. I'm glad you made it. Sorry about your buddy, but hey, if it's any consolation, it was super quick. So the bro didn't suffer though.
And they both howl.
Yo,
Like not wolf howl, but like dragon howl.
Yo.
You look down. You've got still have the dead chimichanga.
yeah, I was gonna ask. I didn't know if I was still clutching it when I went down.
If you still have it, you didn't say you threw that or anything.
Yeah.
You look at it, and it has like this blackness in its chest. The chimichangas are about a few inches tall, look like dolls. And this one looks like it's completely stiff. Almost like it's made of snow and ice. It's like it's completely, but its arms and legs are stuck out to the side. But it has this blackness buried within its chest.
At some point during the rest, Donar would have noticed that and probably brought it to Fang and said, "Yo, dude, if you want something else to focus on, found this. There were some chimichangas in there, and they were evil chimichangas. You remember from before? And this one's got this little black spot in the middle. I figured it's something magical."
They're called chawingas. I can't take it anymore. The chawingas.
No, I'm pretty sure. No, we used to make them back at the monastery. We always call them chimichangas. Yeah, so it's
got some chimichangas.
So yeah, it's something. I might be like if you wanted to explore it, it's got something magical. It's over my head.
Thank you. I will ponder on this, and you're quite right. Your instinct is correct. This does not look the same as our friends that we met long ago.
No, dude, not at all.
Fang will gently, deal with that and study it if he can, and
make a Arcana check.
There it is.
treat it with the most respect he can. Yes. Oh shit, I'm in the middle of leveling myself up. Give me just a second. Arcana. It's a 4.
You're not sure, but it's the thing that's in the middle. Like there's something inside of it. That's all you can tell.
Like something solid, it seems. All right. Well, Fang, he'll take some just some scraps out of his kits, like some bandages, and he'll wrap it up as respectfully as he can, because he wants to hold on to it, but not just have it, ragdolling around in his pockets. So he gives it a little like mummy wrapping and keeps its face exposed.
Okay.
And puts it gracefully in his pouch.
Okay.
After he can't find anything, discern anything from it, then he'll just hold on to it.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure that it has no life to it at all.
He doesn't share that with anybody. He just, does his medicine checks and pockets it.
Got it. After the rest, you start heading back to town.
I think that's the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
You travel back to. You got about maybe this far, like the where Donar is. About where Donar is where the lodge was, and you passed the tin trail and got about more than a third of the way back. You travel back, and it takes about another 4 or 5 hours.
Ugh.
So you've been gone almost, I want to say 16. I'll say 16 hours. So it's 8 hours until Fila's ceremony.
Y'all want something to eat, dudes?
Well, we should bring these kids back to their mother first.
Yeah, let's do that.
True.
And we could just use her kitchen, maybe. Again.
Maybe. I'm sure she'll be eternally grateful.
Fang asks the kids. He says, "Are you hungry?"
I'm very hungry. We haven't eaten. All they fed us was raw meat. It was awful.
Today is your lucky day, because this is Master Chef Donar that you are having the pleasure of meeting.
What's a master chef?
You are about to find out.
And the kobolds go, "What's a master chef, dude?"
Donar is just bushed. He's not gonna do this with his normal zeal. He's gonna say, all right, yeah, Master Chef is when you're good at frickin' cooking, dudes. And I can make some breakfast and get me a little coffee, I guess. I guess I'm that kind of person now.
No,
I'm sorry,
Where do we need
Kobold.
to take your friends?
Oh yeah, frickin'.
Who are you?
Don't remember my names. 1 second.
You're in shock. I understand that.
Skiv? Skaz?
Snorp and Zilbo.
Flubo.
That's
Zilbo.
it. Yes, thank you.
Bilbo Baggins.
Snorp and Zilbo. I think
Nilbo.
they gave them those names in Roll20, but I don't think they're in the module. We we have Kobold Village, very small, to the north. And they're telling this all in Draconic to Donar because they do not speak Common. But we have a village, small, it's like 10, 15 kobolds strong.
I'll translate. Yeah, they got a whole little village, small but strong to the north here.
We can. Are we going into town? Because I'm afraid. We're afraid of the mean people there in Dugan's Hole.
Yeah.
Oh well,
yeah.
they're gonna be mean irregardless of what you look like.
In Draconic, it's Hole of Dugan.
They called it the Hole of Dugan. That's funny, right? That's funny.
You know, it was funny for a while. It's not as funny anymore.
I don't know, dude.
I think if we met...
Okay, it's coming back to me. That is funny.
I think if we met Dugan, it would put a lot into context.
Yeah, we keep making fun of his
Why
hole.
are we in his hole?
It was a fishing hole, right? Is that what Fila said?
Yes.
Yes. The kobolds say, we are rested and we could probably head back to village now. Thank you for saving us. I'm sorry you could not save Hilby.
Holgi?
Holgi. I'm sorry you could not save Holgi.
Best you can't remember the name.
Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't do it either, but we will remember him fondly. Be safe on your travels.
Good luck.
And remember
Bye-bye.
to use freshly cracked black pepper instead of the store-bought stuff, alright?
Goodbye.
They nod like they know what you're talking about, and then they wave and leave and head off to the north.
Alright, dudes. Alright.
Look, I'm with you. I could just sit down and eat.
Yeah, I feel like that's the plan. I'll make us up some nice grub.
Thank you.
Okay, so you head back into town. You drop the kids off.
I'll go toward Hilda's place.
Hilda cries as she opens the door, seeing her kids, who are obviously lost weight as they were eating nasty food, and she gives them hugs and pulls them inside. Says, "Please come in," and she hugs each and every one of you.
Oh,
Even you, Trax, leans down and lifts you up off the ground, trying to hug you.
Kai doesn't really hug her back and just kind of limp arms it, but when she comes, he just kind of glances down at her red hair and then just shrugs it off.
And she goes to the chest and pulls out the pair of boots and hands them, holds them out to whoever wants to take them. These are my husband's boots. They are magical.
And Fang holds his hand up. He says, "Your children are safe, and I'm not sure that we need any payment for this.
I cannot use these. I would love to, but they remind me of my husband, and I would like knowing that the people that saved my kids are wearing or using something that belonged to my husband would bring me great joy. Please take them."
I would wear them with honor if nobody else would.
I'll go for it. Yeah, no, thank you.
Shiv, these are boots of the Winterlands, and they should be in D&D Beyond.
Oh, these are neat.
Yeah. When you wear them, they're stung and you feel quite warm. When you wear them, they require attunement.
Okay.
You have resistance to cold damage. You ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow. You can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Looks like swimming is back on the menu.
Yeah, it sure is." And as she hands them to Shiv, she says, "It was truly our pleasure to help, and please just take care of each other, because life is fleeting." And Fang has kind of a slow blink through that, and something flashes across his eyes, and that's it.
Hilda says, "I could perhaps make some food for all of you. It won't be as good as Master Donar's."
I mean, listen, I would love to cater this affair myself. Little reunion celebration, Brecky, you know? You spend your time with your
cheering
kids.
up.
What'd you say?
You look like you need cheering up. I would love to help you.
Well, yeah, I'll take an extra set of hands. But if you want to spend time with your kiddos, I got it covered.
They love being put to work chopping up vegetables.
Do we got sous chefs in the kitchen?
We do not like cutting up vegetables. It's busy work.
Hey, but what if I taught you how to do it the right way? The right way to hold a knife so you're not having your finger on the back of the blade there. Because that's probably part of the problem, isn't it? Right?
Yes,
All
yes.
right,
It
okay.
hurts, yes.
So I'll teach you how to do it the right way.
Okay.
And Donut's going to get to work. I don't know what she has in there. I know what I want to make.
She was able to get some supplies. Whatever you would like to make. She could probably go out and get things. Like you and her have a conference,
Yeah.
and you talk about what you want to make, and then she goes out and gets it and comes back, and you can make it. So
Great.
I'll let you think about that and ponder. What did the rest of you do while they're cooking?
Trying on my boots. It's not a tuning yet, but can I put them on without like a tuning to them?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Then that's what I'm doing.
Trax is gonna kind of find a place to just sit down and relax for a bit, kind of tinker with his armor, just kind of wait till Feel is ready.
Okay. You've got about 4 hours.
Fang he'll sit with Hilda for a little bit. He'll say, "Now, I'm sure that you, well, of course, have not been paying much attention to the goings-on around town, being as worried as you were, it is to be expected, but you have not heard or seen anything regarding some, perhaps, invisible footsteps around town in the snow,
Well, funny that you say that, she says, while she's chopping up some onions. She says, I haven't heard anything about invisible people or invisible footsteps, but there was a bunch of black fishhooks that were being held in the dockhouse. And these fishhooks people thought they were magical because you always caught something with them. It was always very, very helpful for all the fishers to use these fishhooks. And they were just made of black metal. While you were gone, somebody broke into the dockhouse and stole every single one of them. There was about 20 of them.
You don't say.
No, I mean, I do say. I'm not lying. I wouldn't lie to you.
Well, this is most helpful, Hilda. You see, we have come to Dugan's Hole to hopefully deal with not only the winter wolves, which, by the way, have been taken care of, and additionally some thievery that has been happening across 10 towns, and I believe that you have just given us our first lead.
Oh, I'm glad I could help you.
Thank you for being part of the team, Hilda.
I'm part of the team. And she giggles.
He'll just shoot the shit with her for a little bit.
Okay.
Kai's usually kind of busy about his own business and off taking care of whatever he does. But he's actually kind of sitting among everyone. He's like lounging back with his arms crossed, but he's kind of like, he's in his own head, but he's there with everyone right now.
I like that.
That's nice.
Shiv notes that.
Kai, take an inspiration. Donar and Hilda make this meal.
Oh, yeah.
And it's delicious. And we don't have to go into details or anything, but it's very, very warm and filling. And the kids just eat way too much and fall immediately to sleep. It's getting maybe about an hour, 30 minutes to the ceremony. Hilda comes up to each of you and just puts her hands on, grabs your hand and says thank you. And says thank you individually to each of you.
Yeah.
You have a place to stay in my home whenever you want, whenever you would like.
I'm just glad that they're safe and sound.
Thank you.
Fang gives her his typical two-handed cup over her hands, and he bends down and kisses his own hand. He doesn't kiss hers, but he just says,
right.
And he looks her in the eye and says, "Thank you so much for your hospitality, and truly it brings us all great joy that your children are safe in their beds this evening."
And she kind of cries a little bit and says, "I think I'll have them sleep in my bed tonight. Keep them safe."
Fang gives her just a nod and a well wish.
And she nods, and she goes over to the kids and starts kind of playing with them. And they're sleepy, and you can do whatever you would like. What would you like to do? The day is yours.
We should probably let them have some time.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, family time.
I'm reading the room here, and I feel like maybe they need some alone family time.
Just backing up a little bit. At some point, the speaker shows up and gives you, we heard what happened. Here's the bottle of bourbon.
Oh, yep, thank you. Waiting on that.
And she says, the speaker says, I've talked to some of the people. They hopefully will not give you any guff. Just, if they do give you guff, let me know and I'll talk to them again.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
And she leaves.
Especially an older couple.
So, what would you like to do? It's about 30 minutes until the ceremony.
Wait, can I drink before one of these things? Does anyone know? I don't know.
I've never attended a ceremony of this sort.
Should I? I'm a little nervous. I feel like I should drink.
I feel like a nice healthy shot would be all right. Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to do a shot with me?
I don't think that's a good idea.
You don't think so?
Yeah. Well, 3 out of 5 says it's a good idea.
What about a half
I
shot?
did not say it was a good idea.
I said 3 out of 5.
I don't say good. I say that how can it hurt, really?
You know what's fine. Fine.
We're at 2.5.
I'm putting it away.
It is not this body that we are worried about. It is the soul.
Donor's gonna light up the dank on the way there.
What do you think? Do you think that would be safe for me? Never mind.
On the way, since we have the half hour, Fang, did anyone hear catch that conversation about the fish hooks?
Yes, I'm curious what the fish hooks might have been made out of.
I think we have a good guess, but if black stone is being stolen, seems a familiar story. But this obviously takes precedence, but I think that we should check out the dock house before we leave Dugan's
It's a lead. It's a lead.
Indeed. The first we have, and I'm grateful to that woman because no one else seems to be paying attention around here.
You approach. Do you go to Fila's house or do you go meet her at the monument south of town? I can't remember what she told you to do.
I think it was
the monument, right?
Yeah, I think
That
meet
sounds
at the
right.
monument. Okay. So
It's been
you
a few
go
weeks.
down and you it's been a while. You go down to the monument to the 20 stones of Thrune. And you come out and you see that it's this triangle shape of 19 stones pointing toward the middle of town. And there's a hill. The stones are all up on a hill a little bit. And then there's a central hill where the 20th stone is standing there. And it has kind of a blade-like, it's tall, almost 15, 20 feet tall, and it has like a thin blade-like appearance coming out of the ground. You see Fila, and she's got a little table set up. And she's been walking around. You see her like a little trail in the snow, walking around the stone, and she's been sprinkling dust and powder and colored stuff. And standing next to the table is this mound of powdered snow. And she kind of waves at you and says, "It's safe to enter the circle."
All right.
All right.
Fila comes up to you and says, Trax, so I need you to make your simulacrum for you. You have to be the one making it.
Okay.
So would you like to build a snowman?
I would love to build this snowman. As long as it stays frozen.
I almost named the episode title, "Do you want to build a snowman?" It would.
We'll let it go.
Okay.
As we head into the unknown.
Okay. And as you start So tell me about the snowman you're building for yourself.
It's probably terrible. It's probably it's like standing next to him. It's probably just like 3 balls and then like a cone head. He's like, there we go, done. Ta-da!
Okay. And the entire time you're building it, she's been walking around you, like sprinkling this powdered, it's chalk almost. It's like different colors, and it hits you, and you see the chalk kind of like lift off of your body, and then go to stick to the snow. And when it hits, it kind of like makes a little like arm that looks more realistic than what you made. All
right.
And then where it hits, it makes a foot. And eventually it makes kind of a tall, like elven-shaped man.
Well, that looks like me.
A little bit icy, a little bit slick. And she comes up to you again after the ceremony, and she says, this is the important thing. I want you to go and put your hands on its shoulders. I want you to think really hard about who you are, who you really are, what your soul is, who you are.
Oh,
Do you get me? No jokes. Jokes will completely ruin the ceremony. You get this, right?
Shiv side-eyes Fang about the jokes thing.
Fang just gives him a silent shrug.
Very serious right now. I got this.
So the rest of you, step back.
Oh yeah, you want us out of the thing, out of the realm, out of the.
It would be safe, I think, if you were outside of the monument.
All right.
Godspeed, Trax.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, freaking good luck.
I got this. I know who I am.
So she begins muttering this prayer, and the sword shape starts to glow. And what do you do, Trax?
Is that supposed to happen? Is that I'm thinking? I am an elven man. I'm a tall, handsome elven man. That is what
I'd like you to make a charisma saving throw.
What I look like.
I definitely heard elephant the first time you said elephant. I was like, whoa, what?
Careful what you wish for.
Watch out.
That's a 15.
15. Okay. You feel yourself being drawn out of the kobold body.
Oh, is it?
And you see Trax's body kind of like fall down.
Is this supposed to happen?
And suddenly you're drawn into
Hang on.
the snowman. And it gets cold. Everything feels really cold. And then suddenly, the ceremony stops. Fila stands up, turns around, looks at you, and her eyes are glowing red.
Hang on.
And she looks at you, and you're in this frozen body, and the body becomes misshapen, shrunken down, and is a kobold again. But you're made of ice. And then she looks at you and says, this body is so much better than the one that you were. Look at that corpse right there. And she points a finger at it, and a fireball comes out and incinerates the kobold body on the ground. And she looks at all of you and says, hello, you know who I am, don't you?
Rose?
The one and the same.
I need...
This body knows how to release you, so you better not. I will squeeze the heart of this frail creature, give her a heart attack, and kill her.
Don't you dare.
I'm leaving now. I'm going to go to Fila's house. I'm going to take her things, and I'm going to go away. When I'm ready for you, I'll come find you. Goodbye. And she starts walking down to him. And we're going to end there for the evening.
God damn it, Ron.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Wow.
God, Torm. So wait, the Trax body's just gone? It's just like burned
Trax's
up?
body is burned.
Oh my
All of your
God.
belongings are just like right there on the body.
Snowman Trax.
Oh my god.
You currently have a vulnerability to fire.
Cool.
Original Trax is
Holy
fuck.
shit.
Please subscribe and leave us a review on Podchaser or Apple Podcasts, and share us with all your friends. Follow us on Twitter at Severed Sons DND. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast, D&D Beyond, Roll20, and thank you to Syrinscape, Andrei Sitkoff, and the Monument Studios for the amazing sound effects and music. Stay frosty. Trax literally.
Hey.